Okay. Time for more purification runs. Yeah, let's go with right now. Yeah. I do kind of want to start like half hour earlier. Maybe like 2 or half 2 or something, but I always just like forget or do something else for a bit longer. Mostly just so that I have like more time if I need it. But 3 o'clock it is. And today is probably going to be worse than Tuesday in terms of runs, which is saying something. Have to work till 5 today? Rip. Don't you start at like 8 or 7 or something? I swear you start really early. As if so, that's a long day. But it is Friday at least. Started at 8. Okay, 9 hours. Bit longer, but it is Friday. Yeah, I'm not optimistic about runs today. Did some practice yesterday and it was horrible. I did at least, though, figure out what I was screwing up with Genichiro. So at least there's that. Couldn't work it out, like, on stream or by myself. I watched one of my other Hitless runs once and immediately knew what I was screwing up. So we shouldn't get stuck by him. Yeah, I can imagine. Especially being Friday, I assume... I assume you have like a... Not necessarily a backlog, but like extra stuff that needs to be done before the weekend. So I assume there's probably more to do. You just had a ton of reports chucked in front of you, just like, all these need to be done. That's the way it is sometimes. Just like, we've done our bit, now you need to sort all this out. Yeah, at least there's 2 days off after this. How did that miss me? Oh, they don't need to be done by today? That's good at least, I guess. Especially if you're like the only person that works on them, not just having like all of this needs to be done before you go, like, sort of job is quite nice. But at the same time, like, depending on how long they take, it's also sometimes nice to get everything sorted and not have to worry about it when you next come in. I guess it just depends on like how long these things take and how urgent they actually are. How many have you got in total then, if you can do like 6 a day? I guess, of course, you know, being 3 o'clock on a Friday, you're probably not going to be working at full focus. First Gyobu of the day. That's a good start. Cool. Got 6 on your desk. So you could probably do them in about a day then. or like the rest of today, like do a couple. Basically 5. Even better. I guess that's not too bad then if it's not that many. No, it's not like 15. So I'm sure they won't take like too long, or I'm sure they won't be too bad unless like something else goes drastically wrong. You're about to leave today and they just give you like another 20. Okay, can we get the second run going? So if you can get like 2 or 3 more today, then that only leaves you with like a couple to catch up on. Whenever you have the time, I guess. And depending on when their deadline is. I'm assuming when it's done you have to like send it off to a manager or someone to read through it all. And they'll send it back if it's not like good enough. Or if like it's missing something. I assume that's the case. Does someone still like check your part though to make sure it's good before they write the actual report, or like do you just sort of do your part and send it off and it's checked at the end sort of thing? So, 'cause I'm assuming that someone would check it, but I may be wrong. They check it while writing the report. Makes sense. I guess if you're writing it, then you're going to notice if any of the pictures or captions or anything are like off. I guess that does make sense then, so you don't really need like a proper like check over of it because someone will notice it. Haven't had any complaints yet, always a good sign. Just hope it stays that way and you don't get someone coming back to you just before you're about to leave like this needs to be fixed. Oh, okay, so you basically have... So when your colleagues actually write the report, they kind of like check that all your stuff is okay, and then you have one senior guy to check that everything is actually correct when it's like finished. So I guess they're just there to make sure that everything is in place and nothing's super wrong or has been forgotten or anything. Just kind of like a final make sure everything's good. So they sign off the report to basically say that like it's all good and there's like no mistakes or anything. Okay, 0 for 1 on Gyobu's today. Let's just try and get one going. He missed. Okay, we've got a Gyobu. Second try. And you've got to run past Gyobu. Did your coworker like say they have a massive pile of reports and they each have 2? I mean, if you tell everyone you've got like a massive amount of work to do, then they're less likely to ask you to do something else. So if he just says they have a massive pile of reports, then maybe they won't get asked to do something else. Also, that bullet was very close. Oh, you gave... You gave him a massive pile. Right. Sharing the workout. How kind. How considerate of you to just dump a ton of work on someone. So they haven't been on the projects for a couple of days and they have a build-up of work. What, so you've given them more? Or is that build-up just what you've given to them? I assume they're very thankful to come back to work after a couple of days and have an absolute mass of stuff to do. Bro. How did I not get hit there? Run into a wall. Passed ball at our first attempt. They were taken onto another project? Oh, okay. I thought they were just like off for a few days, but... Well, so they were taken onto another project and then they've got to like come back and finish off what they were doing on this one. Okay. I actually looked at Genichiro yesterday. I watched my first no-hit runs trying to figure out what I was doing wrong and figured it out in 5 seconds. I couldn't work out what I was doing wrong in like 5 actual runs or like 10 minutes of practice, but I watched my other run, 5 seconds, I've worked it out. So this is going to be hitless. There we go. See, in my last, because I remembered that you had to like dash to dodge the arrow attack, and in all my other runs and what I've been doing is just when I saw the arrow attack I dashed, but that basically affects like what part of the attack he's on depending on when I see it. And then I basically watched one run and figured out that just dodge the first arrow. Well, I still managed to screw up the entire thing. Oh my god, I suck. I thought L1's cancelled that. So on Genichiro, normally if you try and R1 him, and then there are certain attacks that when you try and R1 him, you can just press L1 and it cancels your attack and it will block. And I thought that was one of them. Apparently that attack is not one of them. Well, back to this. Would have been nice to have a really early run past Genny, but I guess not. So I fixed the part that I was messing up in all the other runs, and then decided to mess up a new part to counter that. I got ball first try, I fixed what I was doing wrong with the dead angle, and then just forgot how to fight Genichiro. Cool. Yeah, the first try ball was so nice. I guess we just need to get 2 in a row. I'm not entirely sure which attack I messed up. But I'll say it's not one that I should be messing up. I think it might have been that one. That swipe like over his left shoulder. Pictures is very repetitive. Yeah, I can imagine, to be fair. I assume there's like a way for you to like work up and move on to other parts of it. Or maybe if you're just like training, then there's not, but... I assume if you get qualified, or like work there long enough, then you can move on to other things in the... and not do that. I think in general that's like hit or miss with a lot of fields. Like some fields have really great progression and others are just kind of... you get this one job and that's it. Yeah, if you can like work up and like get promoted and all these sorts of things, then it's a pretty good, definitely a good job to start. Guess just a matter of time depending on how long it actually takes to work through it all. Or like how often the opportunities come, sort of thing. Like, why? Looks like we're doing 2 of these. Okay, there we go. Still got away with it. Probably have more reports when co-workers are back. Yeah, that's normally how it's going to be. I guess they'll all have stuff that they've been working on that they'll just like give to you like when they get round to it. Oh, they're the ones on site? Right. So when they do the inspection, they then, what, take the pictures on site and send them to you to sort out? And it's just a case of however many inspections get done, like how many reports you have to sort out? Don't stagger. Okay, I think I might get a stagger at the start of this phase. Or not. Don't tell me that, like, the final hit of phase 1 was the stagger. So I just completely missed out. Oh, okay. I still had the echo on for that. Gyogu's are 2 for 3. So do you, like, start out every report then? Are you, like, the first person that starts making it and puts everything together? Or is there, like... Was there just, like, a template that you add stuff to? So I assume you have a company standard or industry standard for format or something, but... Do you start it from scratch every time, or is there something you're given? You start it? Yeah. Yes, you have a template, but you're the first one that puts stuff on there. Okay, will this behave? prefer that. Don't know what he was doing there. Okay, we're 2 for 2 on balls. Not a bad start. Definitely not a bad start. I mean, I'm sure it is a complicated template, like specific to the industry, but you know, it's still like the same format every time. Okay, will I screw up Ganitro again? Or will we have a run going? Okay, there's 2. Now don't be stupid this time. I did the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing. That attack normally works. I did the exact same thing twice in a row. I swear normally when he blocks it, even if you R1 there, you can deflect. Like, even if you R1, you can cancel the R1 with a deflect and it works. That attack has never been an issue. And it's happened twice in a row. But I guess after he deflects, I can't do anything and have to wait for him to... That has never been an issue. And on the day where I'm actually having good early games, Genichiro decides to invent something new to screw up. Okay, watch this. He's going to do the attack, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I did my last two attempts, and this time it's going to work perfectly. It's not going to go wrong. Watch. I'm going to do the exact same thing, and it's going to work. If he actually does it. This is an awful position. That was also lucky. Okay, didn't do it. Yes, your prediction was correct. I did indeed fuck up Genichiro. But again, that's I always do that for that attack. And it's never failed. And then it's like, hey, twice in a row. When I actually have like good Gyobus and balls. As long as I can make it back there, I'm fine. Again, on my list of like bosses and fights I'm not super confident on that I should probably practice. This time last week, Genichiro was like at the bottom. Now apparently he's really high up. And I can't do the fight. So don't know what's going on there. I mean, if we can get another attempt straight back there, then third time lucky. Because in fairness, I have only had 3 attempts today. One lost to Gyobu and then the other 2 got to Genichiro. So it's not like we're just completely stuck at Gyobu and Bull, at least for now. As long as I don't start getting stuck at Gyobu and Bull, then we're fine. I mean, say we are 2 for 3 on Gyobus and 2 for 2 on Bulls. So at least this part has been sort of kind. What are you doing? I fucking suck. Not quite destroying Gyobu. Given that I can't deflect that. Every time you talk, I just get hit. The best part is like during the fight, I'm not even looking over to like check chat. Like it's not like I'm in the middle of a fight, look over, check chat, and that gets me hit. I'm literally just doing the fight normally and getting hit. Look back over and you've said like, oh yeah, this is going really well. So... I think you're just a bit cursed today. You're controlling all the bosses. Doing everything you can to make me get hit. Oh dear. Started off so well, and then Ganitro happened, and now we're back to the whole can't get through early game thing. Okay, new rule, whenever Ganitro deflects, just let him do something. Rather than trying to attack and cancel it and all this stuff. When he deflects, just wait for him to do something. And that should stop me getting hit in the second fight. I guess the second fight is just a bit more scary though. But that fight is still fine, but I do not know what is going on with Ganitro today. But you know, I like early games so much that I just want to do more of it. So I spend like 2 hours every stream trying to get past Ganitro. Because I like early game that much. Such a fun time just running through the outskirts, getting the bell, fighting Ogre, getting hit by Gyobu, repeating. Such a fun thing. Like, you know, it would be so easy to just like beat Ganitro and then play through all the middle and late game and all this stuff, but you know, that stuff's boring. Who likes going through like the best areas in the game and fighting the best bosses? Like, early game is where it's at. Ogre and Gyobu, that's where the fun is, and Bull. I think I've actually lost the plot at this point. Just getting like one runner stream past Genichiro just for it to go and die at like Fountainhead or something. Or Lady Butterfly. I did at least look through the Fountainhead section, so I should actually be able to do it pretty safely without needing to worry about the water dive. So I think that's... because I think I've lost 2 runs to the water dive where that's been my first hit. So I think one of them was like a 4-hit PB, and then there was the one Tuesday or whenever it was, or yesterday, no, Wednesday. I cannot remember days. So I decided it's much easier to just stop doing it and go the proper way through Fountainhead. Don't put me in the fire. What? He just decided to attack somewhere else. He just decided to not attack where I was stood. So he attacked on the ground. There was nothing wrong with my timing there. That was a perfectly good parry. But he just decided that the attack was going to be somewhere that I wasn't. So that the parry hit like... so that I parried a different part of his weapon. And was late and like early on that parry or something. There was nothing wrong with that timing. That is the game's fault, I'm sorry. I actually give up with this shit. That one was not my fault. Well, guess we're doing this again. Oh dear. Just let me play the fucking game, I swear to God. Is it so much to ask? This session started out so well. Like 2 of the first 3 runs make it to Genichiro. I'm still 100% on ball. Like, started out really well. And in the past, like, half an hour, it's just kind of gone to shit. And then, of course, the way it works is that if I stop runs for a bit and load up a save file and start practicing Gyobu, I will get it every time without fail. It will not be an issue. Same thing with Genichiro. If I load up a save file, I will get it every single time. But then a run comes up and they just do something. I mean, okay, yeah, this is all like nice and good practice. The thing is, I don't need to practice the start of the game to Gyobu like 15 times. I know how to do it. I don't need to practice this part. I think they should just like add to the rules that every runner is allowed to skip 1 boss of their choice per run. Like, you just get 1 free pass where you can use like glitches or whatever to just skip a boss. Like, can't get past Gyobu, can't get past Ball, just skip them. And just get a run going. I mean, in fairness, if that were the case, I'd probably use the skip on Ball. Because if you use it on Gyobu, you'll be missing an attack power. So even with that, I'd probably still have to fight him. I mean, in all fairness, Gyobu is harder than it looks. Like, in all fairness, for the first boss of the game, Gyobu is actually fairly difficult. However, I should be able to beat him more than, like... I think the last 2 streams, I'm probably 5 out of 11, 5 out of 10. Something like that. So he's harder than he looks, but he's not like 50% success rate difficult. What the fuck happened there? Like, Gobu's success rate should be a solid, like, 75%. And then another, like, 75% on ball. Where that, like, 1 in 4 on ball is just getting memed. Yeah, that's exactly the same attack. And that time he actually did it in the correct place. I fucking give up. I actually have to practice this. I actually have to practice this. At this point, you probably could fucking do it hitless. Oh my god, I actually have to practice this. That one was me sucking. That one wasn't Yobu, that was me being bad. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. How am I all of a sudden so bad at this boss? Jeez, love that camera angle. What the fuck? Yeah, how difficult was that? Yeah, that's definitely fucking up 3 times in a row. Because that was such a difficult fight to do hitless. How do I manage to just screw up all of this stuff? One more for good luck. Oh dear. Fuck my life. I want to get one more Hitless. I want to get one more Hitless before I try anything again. Because I messed up like 4 in a row. Your sabotaging is doing wonders. It's absolutely working. Again with the camera angle. Okay, I got 3. Let's just try another run. Let's just try another run. Because that was so difficult. Because it's so difficult to hit Hitless, isn't it? I swear, like, this entire early game is just on a timetable. It's just on a timetable where they basically go through each day and just decide what's gonna be the one that screws me over on that day. Is it gonna be Gyobu? Is it gonna be Bull? Is it gonna be Genichiro? Like, just on a rota and decide so that I can't get a run past the early game. Normally it's Bull. I guess today it's been Gyobu. I mean, we're an hour and a half in, so I guess we are probably getting around to that sort of one attempt time. We're getting around the time of the one attempt that I have in a session that actually makes it somewhere. Don't know why I deflected that. Yeah, that's okay, Will. I mean, say, just get whatever you need to get done. Because if you're supposed to finish in, what, half an hour, whatever it is, there's probably a lot of stuff that you want to make sure is done before you go. So see, I just need that one run past Genichiro. And we're sorted. Nothing like, even if I do get Gyobu, I still have to get past Ball. Which really isn't a given. Just imagine the fact that if I didn't mess up either of those two Genichros like an hour ago, then we wouldn't be stuck in this loop. If I just got through one of those two, we wouldn't be stuck in this. I've actually lost the fucking plot. I've actually lost the plot. An ogre hit to add to the list of stuff going wrong. This really is something. I mean, the thing that this does mean, though, is that it means that tomorrow's runs will be better. It means that tomorrow's runs will be better. Because they can't be much fucking worse. They can't be much worse. Oh my fucking god. It is still only a matter of time, though. Like, everything is going wrong, but at some point everything will just go right on the same thing. Okay. Oh right, he's not dead. I completely forgot that was only the first one. Now he's dead. Let's try and not get stuck by Ogre this time. So at least make it to Bull. What am I doing? Just falling off the map for no reason. Okay, let's try not and get hit by Ogre this time. We're not going to get hit by Ogre, we won't get hit by Gyobu, won't get hit by Bull or Genichiro, and we're actually going to get a run. That's what this is going to be. Okay, don't get grabbed. If I can actually get this run done in the near future, then it frees up space to do something else. Because I need to do this all 4 times. And I can do like another Hitless run in 2, which then feeds up 2 streams for Elden Ring shenanigans. I'm trying to think if this or Wednesday's stream took longer to get a run going. I seem to remember Wednesday took a while. Not entirely sure. That's definitely something new. Honestly, I wouldn't even notice if that were the case. Unless it's like just lying around somewhere. I wouldn't even notice anything had changed. But that is definitely a random thing to just show up. I can't believe I actually have to like fully focus this fight now. He's done that attack twice in a row. Why is that attack so fast? I swear he didn't do that attack at all in practice. Like, not once. And then he's fucking busted it out twice. On like the last 2 actual runs. This is actually just a Gobu stream. Yikes. I don't even want to think what my record on Gyobu is today. It genuinely has to be like 2 out of 10. Like, it's actually like 2 out of 10. Oh my fucking god. This might actually have to be like my last attempt, otherwise I'm not going to have time to finish a run. This definitely has to be one of my last attempts. How the fuck has this gone so wrong? Just let me play the fucking game. Seriously, those two Genichiros are what has screwed this. Those two Genichiros like over an hour ago. Either one of those and none of this happens. Oh my god. Now I can't even get past the tutorial. It's gotten worse and worse. At the start we could get to Genichiro. And then we stopped being able to get past Gyobu. Now I can't even get to Gyobu. It literally cannot be worse than this tomorrow. It actually cannot be worse than this. Just start off at the very bottom so it can only get better. Not what I intended to be doing, but I guess that's how it's played out. I just want to see the outskirts again. Is that seriously such a request? To just make it past one enemy? I mean, I guess earlier in the day we had 2 runs make it to the second Genichiro, which both died. Now we've had 2 runs in a row, which made it to the first Genichiro, and both died. Oh yeah. We actually beat an enemy. We have killed 1 enemy. Just how many fucking bosses left? Just 21 bosses to go. I think. There's 21 bosses and mini bosses left. So I mean, we're basically done then. Like this is basically the run. If we only have 21 bosses left. Yeah, we're literally only like 5 minutes away from finishing. I should just submit this run and be like, I mean, I'm basically at the end, so it counts. I'm basically at the end, so can you just, you know, ignore just like these couple of enemies? See, 2 bosses down, we're basically done. Let's see, I think Yobu's today in runs is like 2 and 10, 2 and 11. Maybe not even that. Even with practice, it's like 5 in 16. This has just not been the session for Gyoru's. And then on like, I think Tuesday, Gyoru's were like 6 out of 7 or something. Like they were all really good. Or might have been like last Saturday, but Gyoru's then were really good, and now it's like the impossible boss. He did that attack a 3rd time. The last 3 Gyobu hits have all been to that one attack that he hasn't done at all in practice. He has not done that attack at all in practice. And he's done it the last 3 times. Tomorrow is going to be so good. Like, I'm actually going to be fighting Bull, which will probably be the boss of choice that I can't get past. But at least there'll be something else. Uh, finally finished the report. Let's go. So it should basically be done then now. So done for the week. Yeah, basically done for the week. Don't know why I hit there. It's such a request to see the Ashina Castle again. Just let me speak to Tengu. That's all I want. Like, how can Gyobu go so wrong? But in practice, I got it like 3 times out of 4, 3 times out of 5, whatever it was. And then in runs, it's 2 times out of 12. And those 2 times are right at the start. Like, I haven't got it in a run in like 9 tries. And it's always been the same attack that's got me. And then when I've gone to practice that attack, he doesn't do it. As soon as I get into a run, he does it. Okay, we get to send another one to Gyobu to die. swear to God, if he does this exact attack again, and I get hit in the exact same way again... I haven't had a Hitless Kyobu in a run in an hour and a half of attempts. Okay, is it going to be like 2 for 12 or 2 for 13 or 14 or whatever the fuck it is? Oh my, the tree. No, I'm fucking done. I got caught on the tree. I'm done. That is the worst fucking set of attempts ever. Well, be back tomorrow for another stream of hopefully not that. Hopefully we'll actually get somewhere this time. But yeah, until then, I'm just gonna go and cry in a corner, frankly. That was abysmal. Yeah, take care all, and bye.